Anytime the seasons change, I like to redecorate different spaces throughout my home, and today I'm giving my mantle and fireplace hearth a fresh look for summer and the 4th of July. Before I even got started, I somehow ended up stopping at a random yard sale and finding a few pieces that just might work in this space. I only paid 85 cents for 3 items at that yard sale, so that's a win for me. I'll definitely be mixing in mostly thrifted finds, pieces I already have around the house, and even giving a few decorations an aged look to make them feel a little more collected and time-worn. I've already cleared most of the mantle off and left a few of my staple pieces in place. This large mirror and lamp tend to stay here year-round because they work with just about any season. I also moved this antique bell garland up here because I couldn't find my star garland. I think it's in my Christmas decorations, honestly. We're going to be decorating the hearth too, but I first wanted to start with a clean slate so I can really see what I have to work with. Just moving everything off and looking at it empty always seems to help me. So that's a little tip for you there. Before I start decorating, I also like to give everything a good cleaning. There's just something about pulling everything away, dusting, wiping things down, and starting fresh that really helps me see this space and kind of helps me visualize where I might want things. Now everything is all cleaned up and it's ready to decorate. Even though I did buy a few things at that yard sale, I want to go around my house and shop my house. I know that I have some things in storage and different places that I can pull from that just might work really well for my 4th of July decor. So yeah, over the years, I've definitely thrifted and collected so many pieces, and sometimes all they need is just a new location to feel completely different. I don't know. Are you like that? So like I said, I started pulling anything that felt like summer, Americana, blue and white, greenery, or pieces that could work for the 4th of July. And I knew I wanted to add some red candles, but I'm also going to make these look a little more aged. So I came back here to my candle stash to pull those out. And then I needed something to help disguise a few cords on the mantle. So I kind of took this away from my coffee bar, but I can put something else there, so it's not a big deal. One of my favorite decorating tricks is layering. So people comment about this a lot on my channel, is how much I layer. And I just really love layering pieces. So a lot of the pieces that make the biggest difference to me aren't necessarily the stars or the display. They're the background pieces that create depth and texture. So I pulled together an old shutter, a vintage mirror that I thrifted from Salvation Army, a silver platter that's actually missing a handle, but it still works beautifully for decorating because I can stand it up on one end. And then recently I thrifted one of these blue placemats that I think is going to look gorgeous and add a little bit of that Americana blue color, while the other pieces help create layers and give the mantle a more collected look. Like I said, sometimes it's just those background layers that make everything else just really stand out. Most of the pieces that I'll be using today are things that I've thrifted and collected over time. That's one of the things that I love most about decorating this way, is every piece has a story, and many of them have been used in several different spaces throughout my home over the years. You'll probably notice that my flags and candles look a little different than they normally do. I recently gave them an aged look using antique wax, and I'll show you exactly how I did that here in just a few minutes. So today, for whatever reason, when I was decorating my mantle, you'll notice I kind of go from the left all the way down to the right. There's really no rhyme or reason on why I do or did this. That's just kind of how I did it today. Now, a lot of these pieces, they may not just stand out on their own, but I feel like when you put them all together, they definitely add that depth and texture and help everything feel like it's just collected all on one trip. Even though these were collected over years, I just really feel like everything comes together and looks like it just belongs together. I really wanted this mantle to feel like summer first and then 4th of July second. So I'm keeping the red, white, and blue accents fairly simple and mixing them in with pieces that I already use and that I can easily take down after the 4th of July, and everything else just remain up here for the rest of the summer. Okay, so with the mantle mostly finished, it was time to move down to the hearth and bring in some of those summer and patriotic touches. Just like the mantle, I'm using a combination of thrifted finds, pieces I've collected over the years, and a few unexpected additions to create a look that feels simple, collected, and seasonal. Now let me show you one of the most unexpected parts of this project, because I was going to try to do this without buying anything new. I wasn't even planning to stop at a yard sale, but when I spotted these 3 wooden patriotic pieces at this random yard sale that I stopped at, I knew they could work somewhere in this summer decorating. So I didn't see much else that I wanted, but these caught my eye immediately. So here's the little star that I was telling y'all about that I only paid 25 cents for. Aren't these the most country primitive little pieces? I love these. This one was fairly large, and I thought, oh my goodness, this might look good on my hearth with the patriotic theme I'm trying to do. And it was only 50 cents, y'all. So I definitely wanted to bring this home. And then this is the flag that I was talking about. It's a little wooden flag. It is super adorable. I tried this everywhere on my mantle and hearth and just did not like it there. So I'm going to give it a little bit of a makeover, and it's going to end up, like I said, in the living room decor later. Now here's the 3 candles that I'll be using. When I put these up on the mantle, they were just so bright red. I knew I was going to have to do something to tone all of this brightness down just a little bit, excuse me, because it kind of overwhelms me. Here are 2 of the flags that I got at the Goodwill bin, so I paid pennies for these. So I am going to give them an aged look, and I just do not feel like doing tea staining or coffee staining is going to work on these, just because they are like a polyester rough kind of feel. So all I'm doing is taking some of that Waverly antique wax, and I am just putting it on everything to give like an aged look. Now the 2 on the right have been aged and the one on the left had not, so I was just showing you that, and they were not dry yet. All I did on this flag was just take a rag. I would dip it in the antique wax, which I do have a little bit of water added to my antique wax too, FYI. So if you don't want to just come in like very powerful with it, you can water it down a little bit. That's what I did. So I would just take my rag and I would kind of dip it in the antique wax, and then I would just kind of dip it all over the flag and really push and rub it in. This worked so fast. You don't have to sit around around and wait on anything to soak into your flag or anything like that. And it definitely gave it that old aged, look that I wanted without just being so bright, bright, bright. And that will help me to want to leave it up. As you can see here, the difference. The one on the bottom looks brand new, and some people love that, and that is fine. That is just not my favorite way to style that sort of stuff in my home. So here's the little flag that I said cost 10 cents and that I gave it the aged look as well. And it ends up in a different area of my living room. So we'll be showing that in a future video. Now I am just going to continue decorating the other side of the hearth, bring in some greenery, my scuttle bucket, a thrifted basket, and this is where I'm going to use that blue placemat just to kind of layer these books on top of. You won't see a whole lot of the blue, but you'll see just enough to get the idea that we're trying to bring in a little bit of the blue. One of my favorite thrifted finds here, this little brass duck that I got for $5. I am going to put a little bow around this and just really try to bring in that patriotic color over here on this side. I almost antique waxed these as well, but I decided against it. I always enjoy seeing a space come together, especially when most of the pieces are things I already own and have thrifted over the years or picked up secondhand for just a few dollars. That's really one of the main reasons I love making these decorating videos, is to hopefully encourage you to look at thrifted finds a little more differently and see the potential in pieces that might otherwise just get overlooked. You don't need a huge budget or a house full of brand new decor to create a space that feels warm, welcoming, and uniquely yours. Many of my favorite pieces in our home came from thrift stores, yard sales, estate sales, or were simply moved from another room and given a new purpose. When you start layering those pieces together over time, they begin telling the story of your home and the people who live there. And for me, that's what decorating is really all about. Surrounding yourself with things you love and creating a home that feels comfortable, welcoming, and lived in. I love how this mantle and hearth came together for summer and the 4th of July, and I hope it gives you a little inspiration to use what you have, shop your own home, and maybe even stop by a random yard sale or thrift store along the way. If you enjoyed today's video, I would love for you to subscribe if you are not already. And if you are subscribed, it never hurts to double check, because several of y'all have mentioned recently that YouTube had unsubscribed you from channels you regularly watch. Also, if you enjoy this video, don't forget to give a thumbs up. It really does help support my channel and lets YouTube know you like to see more content just like this. And if YouTube gives you the option to hype this video, I would be so grateful if you did. Hypes are a new feature that helps push videos out to more viewers, and every single one of them help. I'd also love to hear from you down in the comments. Let me know what your favorite piece was, whether you decorate for summer, the 4th of July, or both. And if you are not sure what to say, even dropping a simple heart emoji helps support my channel more than you will ever know. Thank y'all again so much for spending part of your day with me. We hope you have a wonderful evening. We love y'all, and I'll see you back here Friday with a huge Goodwill Bins shopping trip and a haul video that you don't want to miss. Again, we love y'all, and I'll see you back here Friday with a brand new video.